अरे टेढ़ा हो गया रे सर.
करू सिक्वेन्स. हो सॉरी. काय वाटलं?
please request to stand.
Kindly sit down.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of St. John Technical and Educational Campus, I, Rachel Thomas, final year B.Pharm, and my colleague, Mr. Yash Patil, BE Mechanical, extend a warm welcome to each one of you on our 10th annual graduation ceremony. We are honored to take you through this memorable and remarkable afternoon. I am proud to welcome our graduates and dignitaries, led by the flag bearers, Mr. Jonathan Alexander for Adult Education Trust, Ms. Ankita Dadamini for St. John College of Engineering and Management, Mr. Sharad Mudaliar for St. John Institute of Pharmacy and Research. I appreciate and thank the students of St. John International School who have led the procession with the ceremonial band. Thank you, dear students.
Dear graduates, today marks an important and memorable day in your life and a significant milestone in your life's salacious journey. I am sure that all of you present here have certain aspirations, and you should remember that all those inclinations will drive you to higher levels of achievement and make your life purposeful. Let us begin the graduation ceremony by invoking God's presence amidst us. May I request everyone to please stand up for the universal prayer to peace, followed by the Saraswati Vandana as we light the ceremonial summit.
Make me an instrument of your peace. Let there is hatred. Let me bring love. Let there is injury. Your God in love. And let us down through faith in you. Make me an instrument of your peace. Let us discouragement. Let me bring hope. When there is darkness, let me bring light. And where there's sadness, let me bring joy. Make me an instrument of your peace. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. It is in giving that we do receive. And it's in dying we are born to life.
Kindly remain standing.
The lighting of the lamp is a tribute and accolade to Mother Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom and knowledge. We realize the importance and relevance of light when we see darkness. Light symbolizes and personifies knowledge, and darkness represents ignorance. Knowledge removes and dismisses ignorance just as light removes darkness. I invite our respected guest, Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Anuradha Majumdar, Dean, Science and Technology, University of Mumbai, Mr. Albert W. D'Souza, Honorable Chairman, Mrs. Elvina D'Souza, Honorable Secretary, Mrs. Elaine D'Souza, Treasurer, Mr. Albert D'Souza, Member, Dr. D. Henry, Dr. Savita Taro, Dr. J.B. Murugan, Mr. Rajabandhu Das, Mr. Vidyadhar Patil, and Mr. Sudhir Babu to kindly come forward and light the traditional ceremony while the Saraswati Vandana is sung.
Come forward. Kindly be seated. We shall now watch a short excerpt from the video addressed by Honorable Chancellor Sri Bhagat Singh Koshiyani and Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Suhas Patel, University of Mumbai, on the occasion of University Convocation Day.
इस विश्वविद्यालय के इस विद्यापीठ के छात्र लोकमान्य तिलक ने कहा स्वराज्य हमारा जन्मसिद्ध अधिकार है, हम इसको लेकर रहेंगे। अंग्रेजों ने तो बनाया था कि ये हमारे राज्य को, ब्रिटिश राज्य को जो है परमानेंट बनाए हुए हैं। यहाँ से निकले हुए छात्रों ने उनके नाम नहीं हुआ, उन सब लोगों ने इस विश्वविद्यालय से पढ़ करके और इस विश्वविद्यालय की पढ़ाई के माध्यम से ही अंग्रेजी राज्य को हटा करके स्वराज्य की घोषणा की कि जितनी आदमी याद करने लायक। क्या इस सुबह शाम याद करने लायक बात नहीं? इतने श्रेष्ठ पुरुषों को इस विद्यापीठ ने जन्म दिया है। कभी सोचे how fortunate we are that you are the students of this university. इस विश्वविद्यालय के हम छात्र हैं। हमें गर्व होना चाहिए कि जिस विश्वविद्यालय ने ऐसी विलक्षण विभूतियां दी है, ज्ञान किया, बलिदान किया, साइंस के क्षेत्र में, कला के क्षेत्र में, अलग अलग क्षेत्रों में अपना योगदान दिया। हम अब उस विश्वविद्यालय के छात्र हैं। हम अपनी शिक्षा ग्रहण कर रहे हैं, दीक्षा समारोह का अवसर है। हमें तो उनको स्मरण करेंगे तो निश्चित रूप से आपको एक पल पल लगेगा कि क्या हम सब ऐसे ही नहीं बन सकते? क्या ऐसे ही सबके सितारे हम नहीं हो सकते? क्यों नहीं हो सकते? आप शुरू में अपने विश्वविद्यालय तक गीत बोल रहे थे, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। मुझे बहुत मराठी में रहता है, वो भी मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, कम से कम अंग्रेजी लोग नहीं रहता। तो यहाँ आपने संस्कृत में बोला, और जब आप लोग बोल रहे थे उस गीत को, तो उसमें आप लोगों ने कहा युवा ध्येय निष्ठा, हमारे युवा एक ध्येय निष्ठ होने चाहिए। अगर हमारे पास कुछ ध्येय है, कुछ टारगेट है, कुछ एम है, अगर यही नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे? किसी से को क्या कर रहे हो, बीए कर रहे, क्या करोगे? अरे करेंगे, क्या करोगे? उसके बाद तेजी जाएगी, फिर क्या करोगे? तो तय नहीं क्या है? और निगो तो हरिए बोले जो कल लोग ये बस ही अपने साथ युवा साथ है, ये ध्येय निष्ठा, ये लक्ष्य, ये मन।
Turning to you, my dear students, to whom the day truly belongs, let me at the outset extend my heartiest congratulations to you and your families for the degrees and diplomas being awarded to you today. You have worked hard for this, especially under the adverse circumstances of the last year, which has been under the shadow of pandemic situation. Today is a significant day in your life as you leave the hallowed portals of university and college campuses and confidently tread out to the real world, eager to make your mark. My best wishes will always be with you. The pandemic threw up several challenges before the university. Our teachers and above all, our students. It is very satisfying to see that all of us have overcome these several hurdles, that we faced and emerged stronger in more ways than one. Indeed, in the famous words of William Faulkner, we have not merely endured but prevailed. Although the pandemic is not completely over yet. Today, I stand before you as a proud Vice Chancellor of University, which has in September 2021 achieved a NAC grade A++ with a score of 3.65, and also an extended period of 7 years before the next accreditation. This is the highest ever in the history of university and makes us stand out as one of the very few universities in the country. However, what makes this grade and score even more special are the circumstances under which we were awarded this grade. Despite all the challenges that arose, officers of the university, teachers and non-teaching staff and our students, past and present, all came together to put in a huge effort for this NAC accreditation process. I can justifiably say that our university not only has a rich legacy, but can realistically aspire for an equally rich present and future. This NAC ranking will potentially pave the way for many more opportunities.
May I now request all attendees to kindly come up on the dais. I request Mr. Albert W. D'Souza, Chairman, Health and Education Trust, to welcome the candidate.
Dean of Science and Technology, University of Mumbai, who is the chief guest of the day for this graduating ceremony. Members of the Higher Education Trust of the day, Dr. Henry, Campus Director, Dr. Savita, Deputy Campus Director and Principal of our Pharmacy College, Dr. Gopal Murugan, Principal of our Engineering College, Dr. Das, Principal of our Humanities Science College, Mr. P.R. Patil, our advisor of HR of this campus, Mr. Sudhir Babu, who is the HR manager of the campus, all the other teaching and non-teaching members of this campus, my dear parents and dear graduating students. A warm welcome to you all for this graduation day ceremony of the 10th year of this campus. This ceremony usually should have happened sometime in the month of January or February. For a reason beyond everyone's control, we are holding it today. In fact, last year batch, that is 2020 batch, which is passed out, they could not have a physical ceremony like this. That way they were unlucky, which was as per the university guideline, which was held online basis. Still, they feel the miss of this particular occasion, physically taking the certificate from the campus. My dear students, had it not been your decision to take admissions in this campus around 4 years ago, we would not have grown, this campus would not have grown to this extent. When I see this large number of students graduating, we feel proud that the campus which was started in the year 2008 has matured or grown to the desired level. So I am personally thankful to the parents and students who opted to be the engineering and technology graduates from this college. My dear graduating students, today is a very special day in your life. All your perseverance and hard work has blossomed and borne fruit. It is a success you truly deserve. It is an achievement you have truly earned. My heartiest congratulations to you. I also congratulate your parents, guardians and teachers for their continued support to you in your efforts. Graduation is an exciting time. It is both an ending and beginning. It has warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. And the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. St. John has given you depth and breadth of knowledge along with good ethical value system. You are the brand ambassadors of St. John. Your professional, personal and social accomplishments will be a reflection of what you have learned here. Your success will define your progress. We know the wonderful times that you have spent here will be cherished in your hearts forever. Till now, your world was limited, but from today it expands. It will be full of new chapters and endeavors, new challenges and new opportunities. Grab the opportunities and beat the challenges. You are aware that there is a cutthroat competition in every phase of life. Unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow and succeed. It has been rightly said, there is no elevator to success. You have to take the staircase. The act of taking the first step is what separates the winners from the losers. You are all winners as you have taken the first step, that is graduation. Each one of you is capable and gifted to begin the successful journey of your life. With education as your tool, you can overcome some obstacles. There is no end to education. Keep learning as it is a lifelong process. Your certification is your degree. Don't take it as a ticket to the good life. Take it as a ticket to change the world. So work hard, be sincere, be ever ready to learn, have an optimistic approach towards life and career. Keep the institute flag flying high as you keep climbing the ladder of success. My dear student, as a conclusion, the great educators have said, education is what remains in an individual student. Then what is taught, what has been taught is forgotten. I am repeating again, education is what a student takes away in him. When all the what is education given in the campuses is forgotten. In reality, you have got in you during these 4 years of tenure over here a memorizing skill, analytical skill, negotiation skill, time management skill, organization skill, problem solving skill. All the skills which are required in real life, you have gained during your 4 years of academic engagement over here. Technical skill definitely you have got, but along with the technical skill, you have got all the other skills which will take you right through the journey of life. And conclusion, there are 3 words very, very dear to me, which are applicable for everybody in real life, including me. One cannot go against these 3 words. First is energy. Second one is time. Third one is money. I am repeating, energy, time and money. Any time, given time, 2 things will be with you. The third one will never be part of the other 2. Let us recall and check. Currently, all of you have a very good energy. Young, 21, 22 age, good energy, sound good energy. We have also time. If you really program it well, use it well, utilize well, you have time also with you. So energy and time is with you. Money is not there. Money that you have is parental money. So the process of earning money starts now onwards. That is starting with the job or higher study or whatever it is. Slowly when you go into 30s, early 30s, money will be with you, but the time will slowly go away because the time is not there because you are busy with something or the other. We call rat race life. Rat race life of the young, the graduate. You will have that time, energy and money coming into you, but time will be slowly going away. Free time will not be there. But when you retire, if you retire from service, at the age of, let's say, like my age, around 60 plus, you will have lots of money put money, reasonably earned money, saved money, which is required for life. You will have time, lots of time. But energy will slowly decline. So remember these three words as you pass from now from 21, 22 till 60, 70 and 80. So I wish you a good career, good job, good life ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. As a gesture of welcome and gratitude, I request the Secretary, Mrs. Elvina D'Souza, to present a floral bouquet and a memento to our Chief Guest, Dr. Anuradha Majumdar.
Thank you, sir and madam. We are privileged to have with us today our chief guest, Dr. Anuradha Majumdar. I call upon Mr. Alvis D'Souza to introduce the chief guest.
Very good afternoon to one and all gathered here. We are indeed privileged to have with us today Dr. Anuradha Majumdar, Dean of Faculty of Science and Technology at the University of Mumbai. She has more than 24 years of experience as an academician and a scientist. She is a professor, Department of Pharmacology at the Bombay College of Pharmacy, and currently also the in-charge director at the newly established Center of Excellence in Maritime Studies at the Kalina campus of Mumbai University. Madam's area of specialization is pharmacology. She has successfully completed a significant number of government-sponsored projects, including AICTE, DBT BIRAC, DBT UGC Major, and many more. She is a consultant to the pharmaceutical and allied industries and has completed several industry-sponsored projects. Recently, her proof of concept on a drug delivery system platform has been selected by Cipla Limited in its drive and taken up by the company for further development. She has taken up the mantle of Dean of Science and Technology for more than 2 years and has worked relentlessly towards the upliftment of academics and research at the University of Mumbai. Dear Dr. Anuradha, we are elated with your presence at our campus. I now invite you to address the gathering. Kindly welcome her with a round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for the wonderful kind introduction. A very good afternoon to all. I'm so happy to be here. And at the outset, I would like to congratulate the St. John Technical and Educational Campus for hosting the 10th Convocation ceremony. Indeed a proud moment for your institution and also for University of Mumbai, which I represent. As your chairman said, as Sir said, that you started in 2008 and you have grown by leaps and bounds, added so many new academic programs, added the best of faculty, created the infrastructure. Mind you, my students, you belong to University of Mumbai, which was set up pre-independence in the year 1857 with a pioneering history of 165 years, which we represent. The first 3 universities which were set up at the same time erstwhile the Madras University, the Calcutta University and the Bombay University. And you all not only belong to the adult institutions in St. John colleges, you also belong to University of Mumbai. So I congratulate your institute and your other school of colleges for the mission, excellence in serving to educate and educating to serve. Wonderfully worded vision of the Adult Education Trust. And I would like to congratulate St. John's College of Engineering and Management and St. John's Institute of Pharmacy and Research, Chairman Mr. Albert D'Souza, other members of the Trust, Mrs. Edina D'Souza, Mrs. Elaine D'Souza Patello, Mr. Albert D'Souza, my very dear friend and colleague Principal Dr. Samita Tauro, Principal Dr. G. Mulligan, Director Dr. Mr. Henry, HR Head Mr. B.R. Patil, HR Manager Mr. Sudhir Babu, and other esteemed members on the dais. My dear students, congratulations, it is your day. Tumhara khub khub abhinandan and graduating मुलांना आणि पालकांना कुटुंबाला खूप खूप अभिनंदन from University of Mumbai. आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई हो for getting your degree certificates today. It's a landmark day for you in your life. It's a milestone event. As your chairman said, I would like to reiterate the same. We, your institute and the University of Mumbai is proud of all of your achievements. You are now not only ambassadors of St. John campus, but you are also ambassadors of University of Mumbai. And now, it is the field is for you, the world is open for you. With a degree certificate, you get inroads to not only jobs, but also further higher education. And starting something on your own, maybe becoming an entrepreneur in the long run or in the short run, with your knowledge and skills. And as Mr. D'Souza mentioned, not only technical skills which has been given to you, but also real life skills, problem solving, creativity, understanding the social requirements, your regional requirements, the requirements of the country and the world. My dear students, remember, the United Nations has articulated 30 sustainable development goals for the world, and we have to achieve it by the year 2030. Higher education, reach, outreach, availability to the corners of the world is one of the sustainable development goals. And today what we are witnessing is the degree distribution certificates in one of the remote areas associated with the Mumbai metropolitan, that is the Palghar district, and we are very happy that I am also being part of this occasion. I wish you continued success and happiness for all of you, each one of you, and also wish the best for all graduates during this pivotal time in your lives. Whatever advice you need, I'm sure your college would have counseled you. If you ever need any advice, any support from the University of Mumbai, we are there for you. I would take this opportunity, it's a graduation day for you, to congratulate the Adult Education Trust. Number one, it is located in the Mofussil area, and you know, my dear students, when we decide on how many colleges, what type of colleges needs to be started in the 7 different districts which come under the jurisdiction of University of Mumbai. You know, from the Gujarat border to Goa, right, is what we transcend. The University of Mumbai transcends, which covers 7 districts. Palghar included 1. When we calculate the cross enrollment ratio, earlier we used to do it as Thane alone. Since Palghar has been declared as a district, it is a very important decision and a trajectory change. We calculate the gross enrollment ratio in totality between Thane district and Palghar. And sometimes what worries us when we design and frame our perspective plan is the gross enrollment ratio of students, in Palghar district is much lesser than that of the Thane district. And Adult Education Trust and institutions in this district are trying its level best to improve the gross enrollment ratio, and the educational institutions which have schools and colleges that is from KG to PG delivering education are very important for the University of Mumbai also, because this is the important goal of the university through its prospective plans, also the goal of the Government of India and United Nations, wherein we are trying to give inclusive, quality, accessible education in all corners. And this is one endeavor. We are very, very happy. Equitable access to good quality higher education. Thank you, sir, and the entire team. My dear students, you all are at a threshold. Many of you might take up jobs. Some people might think, some of the graduating students, let me take a break of 1 year and decide what I want to do. Some of you all want to go for higher education or would have already gone for higher education. Some of you are, thinking of starting something on your own. So this is the time, this is a threshold, a very important moment. Bolster your courage, your confidence which your educational background has given you. If you feel you're falling short, take up courses, take up internships, try to circumvent whatever limitations you feel is there in you. But when you go to the job front, you should be ready to take on the challenges. And you are going to do well, be sure, because the curricula which is there in Mumbai University, whether it is in engineering, BE degrees or pharmacy, we've tried to develop and frame the best of curriculum. Now you have universal human values also integrated in the curriculum, internship programs, practical aspects. I know during the COVID pandemic, which took us off guard, including the university, there were some limitations in the online delivery of practicals. But still in engineering, especially the IT and the computers, not so much. But in mechanical engineering, electrical, EXTC, pharmacy, we did have some limitations associated with delivering the practicals to the optimal using online tools and resources. And I'm sure the colleges and students themselves will find out ways to come to their laboratories, speak to the teachers, and try to meet all the shortfalls which you have. Your teachers are there, your wonderful teachers sitting here in front and on the sidelines are there to help you. But make sure that you are fully equipped to take on your job front. One more thing, my dear students, is ethics. Ethics is something that is professional ethics, integrity. You may be taking classes in universal human values, but this is not mere moral science. Ethics, my dear students, should be part of your DNA, your subconscious mind. What you do in your professional careers, whether it's as a pharmacist or a technocrat or a technologist, you have to be ethical in your professional conduct and deliverables. Very important, because that is the base, the foundation of the development of the region and the country. One more your students, which even Mr. D'Souza mentioned, is education is not stopping with your degree. RUSA has predicted, and it is with a streamlined study done. 40% of the jobs which we will see in the next 10 years do not exist today. You have seen how Uber came, a couple of years back. Netflix, now the OTT platforms. Many of these platforms did not exist in 2005 when me and Sangeeta were together in Bombay College of Pharmacy. So what happens is, what you do not even foresee, certain things which you see in your sci-fi movies, and you can't even envision it's is happening today. So that means, what has the college and the university done? The college and the university has given you a sound, solid foundation of knowledge and skills. But these skills may become outdated and obsolete in the long run. The technologies may become obsolete. That means, what is important is, in the future you keep on upgrading yourself. Continuous learning is the key to survive. Adaptability, flexibility is the key to survive. Newer technologies, newer softwares, all of these you'll have to take on. One more thing, students, if if you see science, technology, engineering and mathematics, that is maths, STEM education, day by day the thrust is on interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary higher education and research. So slowly the watertight compartments between interdisciplinary, for example, engineering, pharmacy, science would slowly get blurred away. And that's the reason you have to understand that your knowledge and skills can have applications in several sectors, which may be humanities, which may be, law, which can be allied at varied myriad of verticals. So that is what is very important. Do not think. Today, COVID-19 has been one very important disruptive change. I call it as a disruptive change in a good way. Online education, blended learning, hybrid form of delivery of pedagogies is here to stay. Higher education will become borderless. We can leverage on the best of faculty from India and abroad. We can get students from not only your region but also from other regions of your country, and if UGC permits of other countries as well. So what is happening is higher education, as I said and I repeat, is becoming seamless and borderless. And that is going to totally change the paradigm. So post-COVID higher education scenario will be different. One thing, my dear students, which you must have heard about in newspapers and in electronic media, is the new education policy 2020. That also is going to overhaul the system completely. Myself, as a Dean of Science and Technology, is trying to make sense of it now. I keep on reading the pages to understand how do I gear up my board of studies to prepare for education under NEP 2020 and the ABC system actual of the bank of credits. So your credits would be like a bank which you muster through your successful completion of courses, which can be core courses and interdisciplinary or transdisciplinary electives, plus electives from your core areas as well. Students, higher education will become very flexible for the learners based on what they feel is important for their occupation, what they feel is important for their liking and inclinations. So the future is yours. Industry 4.0, which Education 4.0 is trying to catalyze, is all about the cyber-physical system hyphenation, the link. So, in this, I want to tell the pharmacy students as well, the role of artificial intelligence, the role of robotics, the role of IoT, already we've seen in diagnostics and retail pharmacy, is going to be predominant in the next 5 to 10 years. So if you say that I cannot learn coding because that is the job or that is the area of engineers, it's not done. Because you have the base of pharmacy and pharmaceutical sciences, plus if you know a bit of coding, an overview of coding and robotics, the entire plans are going to become Industry 4.0 pharmacy plans. And there would be real-time remote monitoring, control, access to data using cloud computing, using artificial intelligence, both for quality control, quality assurance, and also by the regulatory agencies like our own DCGI's office and the Food and Drug Administrations of all the global entities and countries. So mind you students, be ready for that change. And change is what is inevitable. Right? But you have been prepared to take on all challenges with this degree which you are going to receive today. My dear students, on-the-job learning, experiential learning is very pertinent and important. When you go to your job, try to not only work on one vertical. If your company insists and gives you an opportunity otherwise, tell your management that I would like to work on various verticals so that you know the 360 degrees of that sector. When you know that, then it helps you switch jobs. It also helps you get a holistic picture of the entire procedure of the technology. Very important. My dear graduating students, give back to society. Give back to your region, Palakkad. Give back to your alma mater, the ALTIL, the group of colleges. Give back to your state, Maharashtra, and to your country. We have high expectations from you. As Sir also mentioned, India is pronounced as a demographically young country. with a major fraction of population, 130 crores plus, being below 35 years of age, unlike many of the countries, as you know, especially the Scandinavian ones, which does not have such a young demographic statistics. You, my dear graduates who are graduating today, are adding to the young populace, that is the populace, the young citizens of India, which is going to add to the productive generations. So that is what we are very happy about, because you are adding to the plus one, plus each of you to the statistics of the demographic, young, productive population of India. And we are very happy for this. One more last thing which I wanted to mention. My dear students, I am sure your college will also must be considering. We want job creators. India is a young country. There are lakhs and lakhs of students graduating every year. To absorb them into companies, to provide occupation to each is the target of the government. But in that we need the help of students and graduates and alumni as well. And that's the reason many of these colleges, I'm sure Banu has also planned, have started with incubation center for startups. You are aware that startup companies, many of them, or few of them, become unicorn companies later on, making great progress, right? And it starts with an idea. And remember, my dear students, your teachers would have been telling you many times, think innovatively. You need not invent. No need to invent the wheel time and again. You need to innovate and come up with better wheels, right? Which can also bear the load of supersonic jets when it lands, or the load of shuttles when they land. So what we need is innovative thinking in products and processes. And if your business plan, with the right kind of risk management and risk mitigation involved, you can also have startups of your own, and you can become entrepreneurs. When you become entrepreneurs, you are going to give jobs to all sectors, commerce, technical sectors. And what happens is it helps groom, bolster and augments the economy of the country. My dear students, India is ranked 48 in the last declaration by WIPO on the innovation index, the global innovation index of India, 48 globally. If you compare countries from Asia, China, Korea, South Korea, Japan are much, much ahead of us. Where are we lacking in the innovation index? We do not want bookworms. We do not want rote learning. We want creativity. We want our students to think about solutions, right? Identify problems. Identify and find solutions, practical, pragmatic solutions to the problems. I'm sure you will add on to our Global Innovation Index of India. With this, I again congratulate all the graduating students.
Thank you, madam, for your enlightening words of wisdom and great inspiration provided to our graduates. Every institute is proud to see its students emerge successful and become the brand ambassadors. I now invite Mr. Abhinav Ajay Ghosh, Dean Civil Alumni, SJCEM, and presently working as a management trainee at SJIPR, Goregaon, Mumbai, to share his experiences at St. John Technical and Education Campus.
Very good afternoon, honored present here, respected dignitaries, faculty members, and all my dear friends. I, Abhinav Ajay Ghosh, welcome each one of you individually and every one of you collectively for this convocation ceremony of 2017-2021 batch. I thank my teachers, our management for giving me this opportunity and also the organizing committee for making this immensely anticipated day a reality even in these times of uncertainty. It gives me immense pleasure and pride to stand here as a representative of this act. Firstly, let me congratulate the galaxy of intellectuals who have successfully added a golden feather to your hat of achievements. And I am proud of each one of us as we have marched through 4 years, 8 semesters, 48 subjects, 500 of assignments, internal exams, external exams, write-ups, projects, presentations, fests, tech events, cultural, sport events, and any number of other peripherals. Especially the last 2 years, were full of uncertainties. We all were in a difficult place, mentally, physically, and academically, but a combined effort and aid from our faculties, non-teaching members, management helped us fight through all the trials and tribulations. And present here, our degrees enhance, memories to cherish in our hearts, and knowledge to handle pressure and conquer the world in our minds. I still remember the first day of SJCEM. I was so skeptical, nervous, petrified. New place, new people, but St. John's people and infrastructure made me feel whole. They gave me a purpose for life and taught me that we centenarians do not resort to anything less than absolute perfection. Summing up the 4 years, here I can just say one thing about it. It was epic. Here we are not just trained technically, but we are also culturally, co-curricularly, and we have given ample of opportunities to work on the soft and hard skills. These exposures have made us be able to be the visionaries of tomorrow, to dream bigger and be the change we want to see in the world. Talking about change, as Dr. Anand just said, change is ironically the only thing that is constant. The only way to succeed in this life is to train yourself to a certain level of resilience that the most bizarre change will also seem to be a new normal. We need to live in the moment, take memories, and cherish the people who love us and who have our backs. As rightly said by American novelist George R. Martin, a reader lives 1,000 years before he dies. The person who never reads lives only once. A piece of advice I would like to give you all, that your 20s are the right age where you are supposed to read. Read with a more inclination towards a non-fictional genre. A lot of Indian authors as the Shakespeare era are giving up beautiful books like You Can Give, which can not just improve your communication skills, but also give you a new lookout towards your life. This is your turning point in life. Books will help you to take the right turn and the right acceleration. The more you read, the more things you know, the more you learn, and more places you go. Always do what you love and love what you do. Work hard in life. Never hold yourself back. Don't fear failure. Failure is a stepping stone to success, but be terrified of regret. Regret caused you to giving up or quitting. Don't hesitate to dream. As APJ Abdul Kalam once said, dream is not what you see when while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. And always dream big, and remember, your dreams don't scare you, they are too small. Dream bigger and always be in a quest for perfection. And before concluding, I would also like to take this opportunity to remember our law staff classmates, Samiksha Patil and Omkar Gorkar, who all are not along with us today, but their memories will give us the strength to overcome the grief of loss. I would like to thank you all once again for lending me your precious time, and would like to conclude by reminding you that learning never exhausts the mind. So keep learning, keep inspiring, and as Ma'am said, these new sustainable development goals, which will be the new tomorrow, we need to equip ourselves with new innovative tactics to conquer the world and be the visionaries that we are supposed to be of the tomorrow. And as Sir said, we are not just ambassadors of seeing the progress engineering and we are also ambassadors of the University of Mumbai. So keep learning, keep inspiring, although we all have different paths in our life, but no matter where we go, please take a little bit of ourselves everywhere. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Avira. I now call upon Ms. Florita Sequeira, B.Com alumni, St. John Institute of Pharmacy and Research, and presently pursuing her Masters in Pharmacy with specialization in pharmacology from Dr. Bannabal Nanavati College of Pharmacy, Mumbai, to share experiences at St. John Technical and Educational Campus. Dear Principal Ma'am, faculties, staff, parents and friends, in the batch of 2021, it gives me great honor to speak here today on behalf of my class and batch of 2021. Thank you all for this privilege. Well, my fellow graduates, congratulations, we have done it. Today marks the achievement of a milestone in our journey. However, we would not have been here today had it not been for the tireless efforts of all those who made this day possible. Thank you to our dearest St. John Institute of Pharmacy and Research and Elder Education Trust, the management, for providing us with this wonderful infrastructure where we nurtured and developed new skills. Thank you to our faculty and staff who made us capable of what we are today and guiding us in transforming our dreams into reality, transforming us from students to pharmacists and engineers. And of course, how can we forget our friends and family for their unconditional support in this journey. When I first joined this college in 2017, I remember thinking about how I would be able to spend 4 long years in this institute. Now, looking back on the years spent, it seems that 4 years flew by in the blink of an eye. This institute has given us tremendous learning experience and countless memories, be it during lectures, practicals, mentoring sessions, or the various cultural events. Over the course of time, we mastered our skills with the guidance of our professors as they dedicated their time, patience, and energy towards us. Everything was going fine until March 2020, when we were suddenly hit by this pandemic. Suddenly, we shifted from offline lectures to online lectures, from attending lectures in classrooms to bedrooms. But even in those testing times, our professors stood by us and took all the necessary efforts to ensure that these students don't face much difficulty. Today, the 4-year-long journey comes to an end, and a lifetime of promise to excellence, commitment, and service begins. It's moments like this that makes a long journey worthwhile, while seeing the proud faces of our professors, parents, and friends. It's moments like this that we will cherish in our minds and hearts and show it to the world that yes, we have done it. The sleepless nights and avalanche of requirements to become who we are today has finally paid off. However, the hard work is not over yet. There will be hard challenges to overcome, but I'm sure that we will get through it one step at a time. We've seen ourselves at our best and our worst. We've seen ourselves mature and grow tremendously as individuals. We discovered that St. Johnites are home to incredible talents and skills, with students who, behind their textbooks, are incredible dancers, singers, and athletes, and whatnot.
Even though we have achieved a milestone today, we must remember that a milestone never shows the distance that we have already traveled. It always shows the distance that is to be traveled. Remembering again Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, who urged us to create a page for ourselves in the history. Hope we all do the same and keep listening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ronita. Before we confer the degrees onto our young graduates, let us reflect on the great Indian Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore's prayer for our nation. Where the mind is without fear, where the mind is without fear, and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic wars, where the words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way, into the very desert sand of death habit, where the mind is led forward by thee, into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country away. We shall now begin the distribution of degrees. We request all our young graduates to kindly follow instructions of the ushers. Students may take the individual photographs after the completion of the ceremony near the college-wise backdrops, which are displayed in the engineering quadrangle area. We begin with the distribution of degrees to the B.Pharm students. I invite the chief guest, Dr. Anuradha Majumdar, to present the certificates to our B.Pharm graduates. I also invite our chairman, Mr. Albert W. D'Souza, and our principal, Dr. Savita Taru.
I now request Mrs. Roshali Gokul, Assistant Professor, SJIPR, to call out the B.Pharm students to receive their degree.
Sigmara Romita. Jane Kunfu. Manjari Patel. Shukla Riya. Mary Savita. Vivelo Matika. Chinta Victoria. Sose Parima. Jisuka Christopher. Solanki Gupila. Mukesh. Thakur Juhi. Raut Sanika. Mahari Shreyas. Nisuma Alisa. Yadav Anamika. Chaudhary Srishti. Risundar Simona. Vish Logita. Risundar Janice. Bari Manasvi. Morana Ankit. Mahamuni Dhanashri. Sisophia Madhu Singh. Sakshi Shruti. Jane Pooja. Vijayan Samuel. Chaudhary Mukesh. Sharma Niranjan. Pujari Udit. Tare Vidisa. Sheila Shreya. Fernandez Nehal. Alma Maria. Virendra Swati. Rani Pranav. Pichule Silvesh. Lisboa Sanya. Tiwari Suraj. Joshi Shittesh. Pandey Vini. Tiwari Jyoti. Patil Aditya. Viveki Richa. Gupta Manisha. Pal Nidhi. Singh Siddhi. Margaret Ruby. Khan Sapil. Mishra Vikas. Yadav Divya. Sona Anuja. Sophie Teresa. Raul Samani, Kaumpal Vithu, Sharma Preeti, Meher Anand, Pangal Vedant, Mohit Sweeney, Verma Jaya, Kumar Vivek, Ben Raj, Nevalsar Durga, Pandey Akash, Khan Faiz, Chavan Prajakta, Khan Arman, Upadhyay Kamlesh, Sakhi Bhargav, Nategar Pranjan, Gupta Ankita, Patil Ranjan, Bole Roshan, Shah Ghani, Mehta Yogesh, Archie Nayan, Jaiswal Gopi, Pare Aniket, and Vani Mukherjee.
And Vaishali Madam. I request Mrs. Vishakha Rani, Assistant Professor, SJCEM, to call out the PhD students to receive their degree certificate. I invite the Secretary, Elder Education Trust, Mrs. Elvina D'Souza Madam and Principal Dr. Gopala Madhur to honor the students along with the chief guests.
Gitanjali Rao, Sanjana Goyal, Nandini Rai, Daya Sakana Purva, Arzo Kopati, Harshada Karva, Janhavi Kumari, Akshada Kamble, Pratik Nagara,
Twinkle Suti, Arjun Purwar, Soham Bhatti, Parvez Khan, Atish Chame, Rashid Suri, Sunil Mani, Akash Gogare, Mamta Pawar, Manjushri Patel, Mustafa Sunamale, Dakshana Singh, Abodhi Shinde, Yash Patel, Sakin Suri, Nitesh Vazai, Tejas Gargi, Shivam Sharma, Yasna Padil Kumar, Ashutosh Dubey, Momini Gaure, Devesh Yadav, Shreya Tikre, Kritika Patil, Prithviraj Patil, Kapil Khandekar, Kaivalya Raut, Hrishikesh Mangalurkar, Nidhi Patil, Neha Sasreo, Tanvi Abbas, Namrata Gaikwad, Hardik Kore, Ashutosh Singh, Jayraj Shetty, Viraj Mistry.
Thank you, Dr. Anuradha Madam and Secretary Madam for honoring the students as well as Vishaka Madam for calling out the names. I request Mr. Vivian Logu, Assistant Professor, SJCEM, to call out the key computer students to receive their degree certificates. I invite Treasurer, Allied Education Trust, Mrs. Elaine Zuzabatellu and Dr. D. Henry, Campus Director, to honor the students along with Principal Sir.
Patil Shreya, Singh Rohini, Desai Yogesh, Prabhu Mandar, Balavatkar Chaval, Patil Becker, Kapadekar P. Singh Shubha. Meghna Prince. Deshmukh Saket. Gupta Shruti. Navrat Rakshan Nakshatra. Parod Vidisha. Patil Mansi. Prajapati Pooja. Chole Rohini. Madhwade Vidyani. Mishra Ambuj. Nenival Surya. Mishra Ankita. Nishan Saurabh. Raurani Saloni. Lokande Chinmay. Mishra Shreya. Gupta Roshan. Padekar Neil. Bade Nishchay. Gupta Suraj. Bagare Saurabh. Nikam Jinal. Shede Rahul. Chaudhary Neha. Kini Mansi. Pimple Prusha. Patil Disha. Dalvi Sanjana. Suryavanshi Shweta. Madhve Shreyas. Tamankar Amay. Raut Asvesha. Manwa Kiraj. Kokate Prerna. Singh Purnima. Damania Raj. Puchani Rohit. Tripathi Sadhna. Trivati Himeli. मणिकर जागृत, विश्वकर्मा अविनाश, सिद्धार्थ विशाल, खान मोहम्मद, शिंदे प्रदेश, सिंह नीतीश कुमार, बसेकर एवलॉन, पवार दिनेश, सालुंके शिरीष, राडी साइनी, प्रभली सुजाता, झा निकिता, चौहान विजया, हुसैन शबनम, गुप्ता हिमा, शेख सलीम, भगत मेघना, दाऊद दृष्टि, शेट्टी कार्तिक, लुकस मोहित, कदम वैभव, आचार्य कृष्णा, सिंह अमृतराज, पाटिल नंदिनी, कावलेकर देविका, रावत शुभम, श्रीवास्तव दिशा, त्रिवेदी प्रिंस, गुप्ता दीपक, डेडिया ऋतिक, पलियाकरा निक्सन, यादव अभिषेक, राहुल प्रतीक, तायडे अनिरुद्ध, पाटिल रक्षित, पठारकर निशिता, पूजारी अंकिता, पाटिल सारिका, पाटिल मिताली, सिंह दृष्टि, केनी रुचा, निकोला श्राइन, केनी कृतिका, मिश्रा शिवांगी, जोगदन सुचिता, काटे भूमिका, सिंह शुभम, कांबले अनिकेत, मिश्रा साकेत, मिश्रा शिवम, आयरे प्रथमेश, पाटिल रतीश, पटेल दर्श, पाटकर सचिन, चुनीवाला सना, सिंह दुर्गा प्रसाद, शर्मा आदर्श, सावंत ऋतिक, कुमार पीयूष, चक्रवर्ती आदित्य, चौधरी मनीष, कावली वृषाली, काव्य विशाली, रिजवी कामर हैदर, विपणकर किरण, पांडे सचिन कुमार, पांडे राघवेंद्र, तलेकर सत्य विजय, मिश्रा आशीष, राणे अक्षय, शर्मा भास्कर, सिंह नीतीश कुमार, आंचल रोहन, सलमान सर्वेश, सिंह निदेश, and Shahi Sagar.
Thank you, Reverend Sir. Thank you again, Madam, for honoring the students. I request Mr. Vinod Solanke, Assistant Professor, SJCEM, to call out the BE Mechanical students to receive their degree certificates. I invite Mr. Elden D'Souza, Member, Elder Education Trust, to honor students along with Campus Director and Principal Sir.
चोरी वरुण, पाटिल प्रसाद, मौर्य विक्रम, विराट प्रभु, महेंद्र ऋषिकेश, अभिषेक शुक्ला, आसिफ डिसूजा, विनय सोनी, Shubham Nanmope, Medroid Inquiria, Dexter Gomes, Daniel Fernandez, Albert Alex, Maggie Montero, Chris Fernandez, Jonathan Gomes, Seleco Silvestro, Yogesh Lal, Roy Nicholas, Gautam Gangadharan, Rohan Kanodia, Vedanshu Padu, Prasad Kulkarni, David Dennis, Mishra Kishore, Rohit Patwa, Gawad Dubey, Gavin D'Souza, Harry Bansali, Dolores New, Jay Sani, Pranay Kothari, Prathamesh Chauhan, Shraddha Patil, Saira Daud, Conrad News, Thakur Yash, Tanmay Bharat, Dixon Tiladurai, Yadav Vivek, Mark Patel, George Subek, Bhupendra Dare, Nikhil Patel, Nisha Aditya, Vaidya Sanjeev, Rishikesh Kini, Mehul Rao, Rahul Dinar, Mishra Jatiranjan, Rohit Patil, Benoit D'Souza, Smita Sao, Bharat Rani, Aditya Arif, Pujit Adhikari, Shubham Patel, तिरटकर, दीक्षांत पाटील, हर्षित जैन, ओंकार जोगड़े, प्रया भरत, After this one, Deputy Sabakande, Lad Nikita, Shruti Ravre, Tushar Palav, Harsh Shilpi, Ranjot Bharat, Nachiket Nija, Omkar Patakar, Gaurav Mausar, Chaitanya Gaonkar, Neil Raut, Prathamesh Aikar, Shreyansh Bani, Shreyansh Kumar Patel, Prasad Yadav, Sudhir Patil, Yash More, Abhishek Patil, Milan Sharma, Patil Nachiket, Nehemiah Kumlo, Mehul Nigam, Ashish Anil, Anil Joel, Vinay Srivas, Praveen Kore, Peter Joseph, Rohit Desai, Aman Lemos, Aditya Nigoe, Ronak Srivastava, Pete Rodriguez, Orvin Cristano, Rishikesh Todankar, Bhargav Solanki, Jacob Ante, Jerome Manbat, Saili More, Ashish Khara, Akhil Pillai, Purnima Patil, Abhishek Menon, आलोक पांडे, राजवेल कुरकर, अमन वर्मा, ब्रेंडन गोन्साल्विस, लाट अब्दुल, मोहित लोबो, ब्रैंडन डिसूजा, आनंद पाटसेकर, हार्दिक पाटील, रोहन कोणाले, संदीप कुशवाहा, जितेंद्र गोरे, and Akash Goyal.
Thank you, Edwin sir, campus director, and Vinod sir. I request Mr. Swapnil Mani Patil, assistant professor, SJCEM, to call out the BE civil students to receive their certificates. I request Mr. Vidyadhar Patil to join Dr. Gopal Mulgul to hand over the certificates.
बड़े मियां अभिराम अजय घोष, उपनायक आशीष, मोहम्मद संगे, अजय देवियर, दर्शना, नितिन राजा, मार्टिन बेनी, कुमार, अजय सुश्री, मैं दुर्मिला, सोना जयश्री, पाटिल सुरेश, सलवी अक्षय, मुक्ता अमन, नरेश रोहन, मदारी सूरज, जादव पराग, शर्मा सूरज,
Yadav S. Patil Dharmi. Tawar Arshal. Sanket Om. Yadav Himanshu. Parvez Sumit. Paranjay Ayush. Thakur Adarsh. Gupta Jaidev. Parvat Rahul. Pata Manish Kumar. Vasantar Shubham. Fernandez Milton. Patil Videsh. Galat Tanvi. Lodi Priyesh. Lodi Ketan. Varma Kanayana. Tandel Pranay. Yadav Sachin. Yadav Rakesh. Singh Vivek. Damane Sunil. Sudhar Shubham. Magare Ratnesh. Patil Sudesh. Chaudhary Nagendra. Gurkur Deepak. Rahul Singh. Badester David. Roderick Smith. Gokey Dhananjay. Chaudhary Atharva. Jan Singh. Ansari Shafar. Rao Premalya. Nadyavad Diyan. Vishwakarma Vivek. K. Krishnan.
Thank you, sir. I request Mrs. Jessica Dias, Assistant Professor, SJCEM, to call out the names of BEIT students to receive their degree certificates. I request Mr. Sudhir Babu, HR, to honor the BEIT students with their degree certificates along with the principal.
Loke Nikhil, Shetty Tejaswini, Kansara Rehan, Mange Mansi, Jain Hitesh Kumar, Sahu Shwetadi, Shruti Gautami, Shetty Divya, Chaudhary Swaragi, Akshita Patel, Gupta Shreya, Singh Shruti, Matre Pratisha, Patel Vidhu, Mistri Kemal, Gamare Yogi, Gandhi Dipesh, Nayar Vaishnav, Sudhir Pranav, Sevikar Mayuresh, Gaur Rajkumar, Imali Nitesh, Raut Pranay, Pine Aniket, Trivedi Varun Kumar, Matthew Joel, Mosika Omkar, Sanvi Shubham, Chaudhary Akhilesh, Vyas Jay, Patil Pushkar, Patel Sonali, Yadav Muna, Poonam Vishali, Sharma Dipali, Shinde Kanvi, Birmole Sitesh, Kotwal Niranjan, Rawat India, Pandey Vikram, Swami, Made Soloni, Koi Manali, Amriti Mukta, Sudar Himanshu, Ivani Mahesh, Sri Maniket, Rane Mayur, Gautami Dhruv, Goswami Jagruti, Tera Namika.
Thank you, Jessica ma'am. I request Mr. Rahul Mishra, Assistant Professor, SJCEM, to call out the names of spot registrations of all departments. Smith Patel, Priya Singh, Vipul Yadav, Swapnil Wade, Nader Aditya, Raj Kushwaha, Abhishek Tiwari, Saurabh Patni, Nilay Vartar, Suraj Raul, Praveen Kaur, Ulmesh Kandikar, Dave Lobo, Alex Ketia, Dheeraj Mishra, Franklin D'Souza, Tigretu George, Apurva Mahale, Pooja Chauhan, Aditya Singh, Jayesh Pimple, Omkar Patil, Dilip Patil,
Thank you, Rahul sir, Sudhir sir, and Principal sir. May I now request Dr. T. Henry, Campus Director, to administer the oath to our graduates. I also request everyone to kindly stand for the oath.
Yeah, all of you please repeat with me. We, the graduates of St. John Technical and Educational Campus, hereby pledge that we shall, in thought, word, and deed, endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties as a pharmacist, engineers, technologists, and scientists, that in all circumstances we shall uphold the dignity and integrity of our profession and the honor of our institute in the nation, and that we shall devote all energies to promote the unity and the secular ideal of our country, and utilize our knowledge in the service of our motherland, the humanity, ultimately.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations, dear students. I request you to remain standing and turn your caps from right to left, symbolizing that you have now officially been conferred your degrees. I request the dignitaries to step down from the desk. I request everyone to please be seated. We, St. John's, are very proud to see you all successfully strive through the course you opted and today we confer the degree. Memories always remain bound to our heart, and hence, once again, together we shall revive our memories down the line in this beautiful serene campus with the video presentation. At the end of each program, we are grateful to several people because of whom today's event has been successful. May I request Dr. Gopal Murugan, Principal, SJCEM, to propose a vote of thanks.
Non-teaching staff members of SJIPR Technical Campus were quite hard giving the information and for coordinating all the arrangements where to make this a day great. Lastly, I would like to thank all the graduating students, the parents, the media for being with us today and making this a day in memory of one. Congratulations to all the students and wish you a great success in all your endeavors. I end up with the conclude quote, Arupatra Yuta Intu Vishwata. The meaning of this, let knowledge reach everywhere. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. As we conclude, let us stand and join in singing the national anthem.